Walter Overcourt here. You're welcome indeed to another edition of the programme. Don't forget, Martin Logan is standing by in Manchester once again to bring you stories featuring the Irish community right across the UK. This week we're at the McWilliam Park Hotel in Claremorris for a very special evening because Mayo Roscommon Foundation is celebrating its 25th silver anniversary, and we're here to join in the celebrations.
You see, I suppose with Mayo Roscommon Hospice, we're very much community driven. We are funded by the public and providing a service to the public. So it's a very unique foundation, and I think that it's credit to our founders. They recognised a need in the public that needed that was needed for palliative care, and they brought together volunteers, support groups, and everyone got behind them and got behind the belief they had in that nobody should suffer at end of life. Everybody deserves dignity and respect. And I am out there all the time because the demand for fundraising is so high to provide that service now. And the service has gone from where we were looking after 20 patients in 1993, and we're now looking after over 1,000 patients a year. We now have 30 nurses on the palliative care teams in both counties, social workers and family therapists. So it's a huge organisation now providing a vital service, but it's funded by the people of both counties. So we need to be out there all the time. The drive for fundraising is a constant battle. We're very lucky with people from both counties that just get behind us and they believe in the service. And I think as well, once they've used the service, once you've come in contact with any of our palliative care nurses, the sense of calm they bring to a house when they go in at a most awful time, most vulnerable time. It's only when you've touched the service and when you've used the service that you realise how important it is. It's 7 days a week. We were the first palliative care service in the country to provide a 7-day-a-week service. We also fund night nursing when the need arises. We work in conjunction with the Irish Cancer Society for that, and we also work very closely with the HSE as well. Our nurses are actually employed by the HSE, and we fund their salaries and travel and everything that goes with that. So we work very much in partnership with the HSE, but at the same time we receive no government funding for the service we provide. I mean, the backbone of this hospice is volunteers and support groups. We wouldn't be where we are. We wouldn't be able to provide the service. We wouldn't be able to build our hospices without our incredible volunteers. The volunteers that work in our shops, the people that fundraise for us, the support groups who fundraise year on year, and a lot of them are there for 25 years as well. So it's a celebration of everything they've done because this is their service. Without them, we wouldn't have this service. And I think something that's very unique to us as well, 100% of every euro that's fundraised for Mayo Roscommon Hospice goes back into the service. It doesn't come to cover bills or anything like that. It goes back into palliative care and back into the build of our hospices. And that's thanks to our shops. Our 12 shops around Mayo and Roscommon, they're incredible, and they're something we're very proud of as well. We're very proud of the fact that they're run mostly on volunteers. We couldn't do it without them. They're incredible quality. They're run like boutiques, and they cover the costs. Make no doubt, we couldn't provide palliative care without our shops.
Well, we wish you continued success with the party.
Thank you so much.
I came into hospice just after returning home to live in Roscommon, having lived in England for nearly 14 years, and I joined a local hospice support group and spent 4 years with them, and then joined the foundation in 1998 and worked with hospice for 19 years. So it's been a while. Yeah. Tremendous. It's wonderful, and we're blessed that we have a super fantastic new CEO, Martina, whom you know very well. She's an amazing woman, a real dynamo, and it's terrific for me because I feel very safe. I was able to hand over my baby, and she has took it and she's run with it, and she's doing tremendous work. So it's really exciting time for hospice.
I'm the fundraising manager for Mayo Roscommon Hospice. So basically it's trying to get in a huge amount of money on an annual basis to continue providing the palliative care service across Mayo and Roscommon. The organisation is completely voluntary. There's no funding at all that comes from the state or the government in any way. So it costs 2.2 million a year just to run the palliative care service as it is at the minute. So all of that money is generated through fundraising. So we have a lot of annual events that run throughout the year. It kind of kicks off really in June. We would have our National Sunflower Days, and anybody that is aware of the hospice would know of National Sunflower Days. It runs for 2 days in June. Then we have our annual Memorial Walk during the summer. We also do National Coffee Morning, and then we do another campaign called Let Love Shine a Light at Christmas time. So there are our main annual events, but throughout the year we run lots of other kind of smaller events. People come forward to I suppose pledge to raise money for the hospice if they've been if they've used the service or they're aware of the service and they want to give something back. They come to us and offer to run a fundraiser. So we provide assistance where we can in any way possible with the actual events in terms of promotion, print, helping people that have never done anything like this before. So yeah, we get behind them as much as we can and really try and make it as successful as possible, because it is important that we meet that 2.2 million euro a year target. So aside from that, at the minute we're also fundraising to build 2 hospice buildings, one in Mayo and one in Roscommon, and our hospice in Mayo is coming in at a cost of 10 million. We're halfway through the building stage of that at the minute, and we're due for completion by May 2019, and then as soon as we finish with that, we're going straight into the build in Roscommon, and again that's coming in at a cost of 5 million. So huge targets, huge hills to climb, but we're so confident that the support that we've had over the last 25 years has been phenomenal. People are just amazing. They get so involved, get so behind us, they're so generous, and they really support, and we are so grateful for everything that they give us. So you can go online to our website, which is www.hospice.ie. You can donate online. You can buy a brick to help us build our hospice, and we have a few different options there. Any amount from €5 to any amount above that is totally fantastic. We are so grateful. Every cent makes a huge difference to us and helps us to continue to provide the essential service that we provide across the 2 counties of Mayo and Roscommon.
It'll be 14 years in October since I started working with the hospice, and my role has 2 sort of main facets. There's palliative, where I'd be working with the patient and helping the patient and their family come to terms with their diagnosis, and then after the patient would have died, I would work with the family in bereavement. Not every family needs it, thank God. Not every family needs it. Most families can cope very well on their own, but I'd be introduced when there'd be complex trauma or complex grief, where a family maybe would have lost somebody already, or if there was young children involved, because I go into their home. So I become part of the family, really. I cover the 2 counties, but mainly Roscommon at the minute. I do a clinic in Monksland, I do a clinic in PCCC in Roscommon town, and I'd make calls to the hospital in Roscommon. I also do a clinic in Boyle and in Balhadreen, and then other than that I'd call to houses. So I'd call to the patient's home, because a lot of people wouldn't be able to come to a clinic.
But as well as working for Mayo Roscommon Hospice, you also fundraising. You just got off a plane today.
I did, just this evening, yeah. There was 11 of us, the 4 Marys, there was 2 Cathys, there was a Marion, Teresa, Ina and myself, and Margaret. And we did a fundraiser, we walked the Camino. So we did 138 kilometres in 5 days. And I'm not a walker. You probably tell. But we had great fun, and it was a fundraiser for the hospice, and we got a photograph taken with the check outside the cathedral in San Diego.
It's 25 years, so it's clearly a night of celebration. And the good thing is there's going to be some wonderful food here in the McWilliam Park Hotel. There's going to be a raffle for some fantastic prizes, a couple of special guests. I believe there's an impersonator coming along, so you never know what kind of mayhem will come out of that, but it'll be fantastic. And then of course we have international star Liam O'Connor, and everybody knows about the wonderful box playing of Liam O'Connor, so he's here. And then after all of that, there's going to be some wonderful music into the wee small hours. So Henry, good people, good food, good entertainment, a great night planned.
And you keep it all together, Jerry.
We will do our best to stitch it all together, but I'll be a little bit like Cinderella. While the party goes on, I'll be gone before midnight. As we know, the wonderful work, the one thing is, it's unbelievable to think that the Mayo Roscommon Hospice have been 25 years providing the service that they have to the people of Mayo and Roscommon. So, and with the Mayo Roscommon Hospice, it's always it can be heavy, sometimes it can be a little bit down, there's a lot of tragedy, a lot of pain attached to the work that they do. So after 25 years, I think it's right and it's proper that there be a night of celebration and a night of coming together and a night of friendship. So that's vitally important, and that's essentially what tonight is about.
You're ready to hit the stage now.
Ready to rock.